Okay, this is better. This is so much better. Advice for new entrepreneurs and how to get started. So, drop your name. Let me put that. Drop your name and what you do. Okay. Awesome. And how can I pin this? Great. Now we can really get started. Hello, Masaya. Welcome to the live. I'm giving some people some time to come into the live because I told y'all we're dropping some gems, and you know, my OGs, where'd they go? That was my question. But I had put out a story not too long ago asking people how they wanted to kind of get into the entrepreneurship space. And no matter what you do, if you're an artist, if you are a chef, fitness trainer, influencer, whatever it is, then we're going to be talking about how to get started with that and creating on different platforms for that reason. Because, you know, there's a lot of opportunity right now because everyone is online. So if that's something you want to do, there's different ways to go about it. And I kind of want to share a little bit of what I've learned in my journey with you guys because it's just so valuable, so important. Let me see who's in the live. If you're just joining the live, please tell me what your name is, what you do. What your name is and what you do. So, Maya, I'm a poet, creative writer, and talent manager. Awesome. That's great. We need more like influencer managers, talent managers, because people are getting swindled out of their money, but that's a whole other conversation. So, I don't want to say your name wrong. Ziamara, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Social media marketing based out of Tampa, Florida. Awesome. You're so pretty, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Hey, Alexis. Hello. Thank you for joining the live. Awesome. I'm so excited. Oh, that was perfect. Great. I hate butchering people's names. Welcome. If you're just joining the live, please comment your name and what you do. Alexis, photographer, creative writer, sophomore doc film major. Hello, Spelman. Love it. I love it. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Well, we're going to get started very soon. I'm going to give like people 2 minutes to get in this live because we're going to pack a lot of information and then we're going to dip because I know some people are on the clock. It's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. Got to wrap it up. I think... Ooh, I want to make sure I have the questions right. If you have any questions, I don't even know if there's a question box live right now. Oh my God. Look at this. This is perfect. My questions from my last live came up. So, not my last live, but the post that I shared with you guys on my social. So, that works. Cool. So, we're going to get started in 1 more minute. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and get started. So, hello, if you're new, welcome. I am a content creator and social strategist based out of Atlanta. I'm so glad that you guys were able to join this live and, you know, get some information. I love sharing everything that I'm learning on my journey so you guys don't have to go through, you know, all of the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, being a creative, and just like coming out here into this digital space because I know it can be really hard. So thank you. So let's get started with a few of the questions that I already got asked when I had posted that I was gonna go live. So let me see if I can pop them up. Okay, great, awesome. So how to get started? That's literally the one question that I get literally all of the time. And I think, a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is mental, guys. Like, if you're on this live right now, then you know that you have something special to share with the world, and you're really just trying to figure out how to package it, right? So the first step is just, believe that you can do it, because that's gonna carry you. That's gonna carry you through. If you don't feel like you can really get through it, or you don't feel like it's really gonna work out for you, then 9 times out of 10 it's not. I think a lot of people get onto social media and feel like, if I don't go viral within the first month of me doing this, or if I don't already have a really strong social media base, then who's gonna support me, who's gonna buy my products, who is going to inquire about my services. And that's not necessarily true. I think that's actually not even true at all. You just really have to be consistent in who you are and what you represent, and really just go for it. So the concrete steps on how to start really depends on, I would say it depends on what industry that you're in. So we can kind of touch on a few different things. So if you are a service provider, say that you are a photographer, you're a chef, you are delivering some type of service to somebody, then getting started looks like gaining experience and getting in the room. So if you have literally no experience at all, but you want to start making money off of it, I would say that you need to build a portfolio. So have pictures of people that you've taken on campus, or just around, like your family, friends. Take pictures of them and kind of create your own portfolio, and then you can start pitching that to different people. I would also say, go ahead and get your digital footprint out there. So I have a video dropping tomorrow, and it goes in depth with all of this, but I would say to create that digital footprint, start with a social media page. It's really easy. You already have one right now. But if you want to have a business page, then really think about, okay, does my business align with my personal brand? Because who you are as a person will determine whether or not people are going to support whatever you're selling or whatever service that you have. So think about, okay, do people already support me for who I am and what I value as a person? And then if I start to sell something, are people going to trust me? So I would really start thinking about that. But once you do have a digital footprint somewhere, social media, a website, anything like that, I think that's when you can really, start to have some momentum, because you need to draw people to something, right? You can't just use word of mouth anymore. You actually have to show people that you are doing what you say you're doing, right? If you're a photographer and I go on your page, I want to see pictures of, work that you've done. If you're a chef, I want to see pictures of food, So I would say getting started as an entrepreneur starts with positioning yourself. I was trying to find the words, but positioning yourself as an expert in whatever field you're in. So once people know and can rely on you, I know that Sydney's really good at video. She's always posting these great videos. She's always working with people. Then, you're going to get people that are going to inquire about that. But if they don't see it, if they don't see the proof, then how can they really believe in it, So there's that. Have a digital footprint, believe that you can do it, and then create your digital footprint. And I'll also say that when it comes to, I don't even know, there's so many different things. When it comes to pricing, let's talk about pricing. Let's talk about pricing and contracts, because I feel like that's important. So I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, influencers, freelancers, whatever you are, if you're selling anything, I think a lot of people, they start to feel discouraged because they're not making enough money to sustain it. But what I've been told multiple times is that in business you're not going to make a lot of money when you first start. So you have to be prepared for that. But also, when you are getting more inquiries about, what you do and what you sell, please do not sell yourself short. So especially for entrepreneurs who are in like the beauty space, influencers, service providers, please do not sell yourself short. Whatever, pick a number in your head for your service, right? Pick any number and double it, because that is literally what you need to be charging. And you'll think that, oh, if I charge too high, people are not going to buy from me. They're not going to support me because it's too much. No, that's not it. Because honestly, more times than not, if you're charging too low, people are gonna say, well, this is really cheap, so the work might be average, might be regular. But if I'm investing my time and my money into you, I want to feel like I'm gonna give back quality. So I think that whatever your prices are right now, if you're thinking about raising them and you've kind of developed that momentum, you have people who are inquiring about your services, and you position yourself as an expert, double whatever you're charging right now. Do it today. Because I for the longest time was like, no, I'm not gonna charge that, no, I'm not gonna do that. As soon as I raised my prices, everything literally changed, but I also had to establish myself. So don't just charge $500 for a 1-hour shoot if you have never shot a person in your life. Don't play people. But also, if you're already there, then definitely get started. So let's read some of the questions and comments, because I've been seeing some. All right, so let me see. Positioning yourself as an expert, love it. Yes, very important. Yes, my first year I did free services per people, and now I've learned to price my work because I know I'm not worth free stuff. No, we're not doing anything for free in 2021. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. Because I feel like a lot of us, especially Black creatives, a lot of us are really talented, crazy talented. And sorry y'all, I need to drink some water, hold on. I'm getting into it. A lot of us are crazy talented. And you know what we do? We give people, these half-ass prices, and we tell them, yeah, you could pay this much, it's okay, don't worry. And they go make this much with whatever you made for them or whatever you did for them. How does that work, So yeah, we're not doing anything for free. Unless it's gonna help you build, unless it's gonna give you experience that you need, unless it's gonna add value to you, then no. Okay. So what other questions do you guys have about getting started? Because I want to know. Let me see what other questions. Oh, wow. We got a good one. Okay, so how can I conquer imposter syndrome? Y'all, hold on. I got to bring my hair to the front for this one. But how can I conquer imposter syndrome? It is the hardest thing in the world to feel like, to feel like you're doing enough, number one, and to feel like it's worth something, number two. when you're just starting in any industry, right? So to answer your question, because I'm still working through this as well, practice, 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 practice positive self-talk. You know, hype yourself up. Whenever you achieve something, do something, get something done, like hype yourself up because you did that, you know? And also take some time to reflect on everything that you've done in the past. I think I personally have had like a lot of different great projects that I've worked on, but you know, I'll talk about it in an interview, I'll talk about it during an elevator pitch or something like that, but I don't really hype myself up behind closed doors, and that's not okay. That's not okay. So, yeah, just reflect on what you've done before and be confident in what you can produce, because it's valued. If people are already, you know, inquiring to see what you're doing, they want to learn more about you, then you have something valuable. You really do. So yeah, that's one thing. Marcus, writing and visual arts. Hello, awesome, welcome new people. If you just joined the live, please drop your name and what you do in the comments. I want to see. Let me see what other questions I got. So I know this was a big one. You guys really wanted me to talk about. And at first I didn't know exactly what the question was asking. It says content creation platforms for small or starter entrepreneurs. And I think I had also gotten, something along the lines of talking about creating for different platforms. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a few tips for that. So let's talk about knowing what platform you need to be on first as a content creator, as an entrepreneur. Right now you guys are on Instagram, which is great. I think that Instagram is a very interesting platform. It's becoming kind of like this place where people are very professional, but also, you know, a little informal at the same time. I think that Instagram has a great balance. It's great for, you know, growing your audience and also selling, because that's now like one of the main features of Instagram. I personally feel like they shouldn't have done that, but you know, that's a whole conversation. Anyways, I think that you really have to think about your audience, your target, right? So who am I talking to? Who are the majority of people who are on Instagram, who are on Facebook, who are on TikTok? Because all of those platforms operate differently. And you know, I used to think, you know, it's all the same. Like Instagram is the same as Facebook, is the same as, no, it's not. So when you're on YouTube, that's more long form content. You're able to really give people an in-depth look into who you are as a person. But when you switch that over and put that content on Instagram, you're not gonna get the same results, right? It's only because, first of all, Instagram is not made for long form content. It's just not. And I think that's mainly because you're not able to multitask. So people cannot listen to what you're saying and be scrolling. Like you can't. You have to have all of your attention on one thing. And I think that's why so many people are afraid of getting on live too, because it's a form of long form content. So when you get on here, you are actively trying to keep people's attention, and you know, some people get freaked out by that. So yeah, you really have to think about what you're providing. So if you're more of a podcaster, or if you are a vlogger, influencer, something like that, Instagram is the platform where you really need to give like bites of your content, but a lot of it will be on YouTube. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. For TikTok, if you are someone who might have like a product-based business, I feel like TikTok is great for those. So I saw this girl who makes soaps, right? And she made like a TikTok of her making soaps, and it just went crazy. And now she has like a really strong business doing that. So I think, yeah, definitely know where you want to position yourself, because if you start going really hard trying to grow your Instagram platform, you're going to be very sad if you don't see the results that you want because you didn't do the research. Like, is my audience even looking for my type of services or products on this platform? Maybe, maybe not. And if you don't know that, then you're going to be very lost. And you're also going to be creating a lot of content, for no real reason. And you don't want to do that. So let's see. Yes, I've been so terrified of going live on my photography page, but the people need to see my face. They do. They do need to see your face. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get on live and kind of like just talk to people, because we're all people, and we all just kind of want to like learn something new, connect with somebody. So when you think of it like that, like when you get on live and there's like 5 or 6 people on live with you, that's like a room of your close friends, So you have to kind of think of it in that way. Let's see what else. So yeah, that's how you kind of choose the platform that you want to get on, for content creators, for entrepreneurs. That's kind of how you choose what platform you're gonna hop into. But as for creating for different platforms, I kind of touched on this already, but if you're more long form heavy, so like videos that are at least 5 to 10, 15, 20 minute long, then Instagram is not the place where you need to be putting your videos. So you should instead go and look at YouTube. If you're someone who feels like you can pump out a lot of shorter content, like Instagram Reels or TikToks, then you need to be on those platforms. If you feel like you're more, good with words, if you feel like you can provide a lot of information, Instagram is good for that. If you're not using carousels in your Instagram strategy or your social strategy or whatever, if you're not using that right now, then you're kind of like missing out. But you can pack a lot of information in those, and people really find that valuable. So do that. And then also hop on Twitter. Like everyone on Twitter loves a good thread, right? So if you can like really figure out how you can condense your information and put it on Twitter, and something goes viral, like, that really works. So yeah, I would definitely say to do that and kind of use that as a rule of thumb. So yes. Awesome. Okay. So my live was supposed to end at 1:30, and we packed a lot of information into this live. So I think that's good. If you guys really want more questions, if you want to ask more questions about entrepreneurship, about creating online, then definitely shoot me a DM today and let's talk about it. But also join my email list. There's new things coming there, as well as YouTube, of course. There's always something new on my YouTube, so definitely check that out. There's a new video dropping tomorrow about entrepreneurship and creating, so yes, definitely tune in. But thank you guys. Oh, that was super helpful. Yes, go start your TikTok photography page. Please go start it. I'm really excited. I myself am starting a new content strategy that I'm really, really excited to implement. So, let's see how it goes, because there's so much opportunity out here. But yes, all right. Thank you so much for joining the live, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.